Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today, there was an intention. Well, no, it wasn't an intention. It was while I was shuffling. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so as I was shuffling, they said, tell the people what they need to know today. And I saw this. They sang it though. It was in a very sing-songy way. So the only intention is, what do you really need to know today? So maybe this message is time specific. Who knows? I got lots of cards already, but they still want me to shuffle. Let's feel instead. Okay, perfect. So the last two that came out, I haven't looked at any other, but these are the ones that I've seen, is we got the words trust, and it says, change. Trust the change. So as I go into it, I picked these ones today because I really love the collage. I love collage type cards. Trust. Okay. What stands out the most to me, let's get closer. What stands out most to me is all the hands. So this one stood out first, and it was like closed, and it looked like I got an idea that it was trying to offer something, but it was closed. It's like holding back. And when I look over here, there's this, and then there's this red, orange, kind of fiery energy. And then in this one is a coin of some sort, or a rose. Let's put on the glasses again for details. I cannot tell what that almost is. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like when I went to Peru, and they had like those people selling like souvenirs on the side of the road. And it was like that finger drum, like do do do, like you just pluck it kind of, and that's what that looks like. So sound, music, that's what I'm seeing, but holding it. All right, and then the next one we have is change. So someone not trusting, kind of holding back, stagnating, something to do with music, or it's the sound I'm hearing. It's like what I'm hearing, and then the sound takes me to a wishing well, and then the wishing well, they're showing me the pennies drop, and as the pennies drop, each one, it goes in the water, it's like bloop, but then it makes that finger drum sound. Okay, as I stared at this card for the change, the first one that stood out was the sunflower, and then I noticed the chameleon on it, and then from there it went down to the moth. And so when I saw the sunflower, they showed me, I remember the first time I seen it, it shocked me, because I just assumed that sunflowers, grow straight up to the sun and bloom, and all the seeds are just in the middle, and that's it, right? There might be different colors, there might be different, like I did know there was different types of sunflowers, but I didn't know that there was some bushes that on like every branch where the leaf grows, a sunflower grows on that. So there can be one sunflower just from one stem that could have multiple sunflowers. And so that's what they showed me, is a plant with multiple sunflowers on one. And then the chameleon blending and not wanting to be noticed. And then so that's what I'm getting, is like something offered, group, money, reward, maybe, but not wanting to stand out. It's almost like that dimming your sunshine, not lighting your sunshine, but in the quiet, that's where I heard from the sunflowers, right? Because most sunflowers grow just one single flower per stalk. And this one, it's saying, dare to be different. Because most people associate with butterflies, but here we have the moth, and moths are just as beautiful. And yeah, something about groups. So now let's go into that. And you know what? Now that I think about that, now I'm being drawn back to this card with the trust, and then we have them all skydiving right there. And so, oh, this guy right here, he's leaving the skydiving group. Okay, let's look at the other cards and see if there's more of a story, because right now it's just really saying trust the change. I see someone wanting to extend their hand, but it's scared to just be open. And it's just, what I'm seeing is a new environment, new everything, new realizing. Okay. It's this confusion of what kind of sunflower you are. So again, let's go look. So here we have the star energy. Star energy is all about blessings and hopeful and optimism, things like that. It takes the wisdom from the ethers and brings it here. It's almost like the Temperance card, but not quite. This one is just shining within and being awesome. What I got drawn to is this gem. I feel like saying it's a topaz. Is it green? I don't know. So I'm seeing the topaz and then the crane or stork. Okay. The crane and stork then brings me back to this trust card, and there's a little child here, and the child is just resting. And then from the stork, it brought me up to here, and there's a little rabbit. So rabbits, I'm now picking up on fertility. So what is this about fertility and the group? I wonder if it's actual physical pregnancy, or if it could be a birth of an idea, and that idea could, let's say it's job related, could bring wealth for generations to come, those kind of things. So next card we have out is oppression. You can't really read the white really easy on this. We've got oppression, and then we have the universe. And so what's the universe trying to say? Breaking out of oppression. That's what I see, is just having your hands tied, just opening it. That one person's leaving the skydiving group, saying to trust, because they're breaking out of this little group circle, the little skydiving one. They're going that way because they have this offer that they want to make, and in this offer, it is abundant. This offer brings multiple sunflowers on one stalk. It is, oh no, dog hair everywhere. It is stepping into this star power, the jewel, this abundance and fertility. I feel like today's and this message was time specific, they said. So whatever, just open. That's what they're saying. So far in this whole reading, it's like everything is fine. All this hand has to do is just this. Be open. And so with the universe, because that's what the oppression is. And as soon as I stared at the oppression, it was the hand wide open. And then I saw these like little handcuffs, and then the hand opening. And so with the universe is kind of like, what I see it is like, they show me like a tsunami or something kind of coming in and shaking things up. but letting things go where they're meant to go, right? If you have a glass jar, they're showing that, right, of water, and then you put dirt in it, it's going to be all foggy and muddy and not clear. But if you stop shaking things up, it's going to settle, and it is going to separate. And then so the dirt will go to the bottom, and then the water will be clear. And with that, you can think, you can see, you can do whatever it is that helps you to open. So what does the universe want to say? Well, that's kind of cool. It was like a movie, kind of. I don't know, or maybe even just like a photo album that was like all these snapshots, just like one after the other, after the other, after the other, and it was just like almost like watching history evolve. Except what I saw was someone's past lives. Ooh, yeah. It was just like just different time events that they'd been on a soul level. Oh my, I'm getting, yeah. And it was like showing like all these historic facts and dates and all these like cool cultures and things that you idolize now, but it was like showing you being a part of it. And maybe that's why you love it so much. But it's interesting though, because they keep showing like the Fibonacci spiral or sequence, and like how all of it was connected. It was, did I just write that? I wrote something about that. Oh. To my friend Bunny. Bunny, I made something for you. It's literally right here. And I wrote about this in this. Okay, I'm going to send you this reading. This reading is for you also. Okay. I did a little channeling for you and I put it in here as a surprise. And it's not such a surprise anymore, but I'm so excited to see you. All right. Back to the collective. Oh, Bunny, I love you. Yeah, okay, that's what I see. Go on to the next. There's only 2 more cards and then we'll wrap this up and hopefully have a complete story. So what do we have? We have illumination in the reverse, and then we have ecstasy. When I did that, they said, well, the full moon was like 2 days ago, and it was a super blue full moon. And actually, it was just yesterday, wasn't it? 2 days or yesterday, kind of in between, based on wherever you are in the world. And it was a powerful manifesting moon, which again is bringing me back to Bunny, who told me about it. Okay. Yeah, illumination is in reverse because we are on a full moon cycle time right now. Like everything that has been hidden and oppressing, that has been illuminated. This, is that a big ass hand? It is. Look, illumination in reverse. This is been trying to be hidden, but you can't deny how much the light in this card and all the sun, either if it's the sun or the moon or the stars, anything that has light has shifted and worked together to remove these illusions. That's what they're saying. Right now, you're seeing very, very clear. And so whatever has been emotionally coming up and out is for you to deal with. Because the next card is ecstasy. And ecstasy, there's that rose. They've been kind of, and I haven't even been picking up on it in all my readings until the other day, and I was like, repetitively, there's been a rose every single day. And so I don't know what's up with this rose story. It's funny because just yesterday talked about Britney Spears and conservatorship, and what was up with that whole Project Rose thing? This is the second time that I'm like, what's up with roses? Like, will anyone let me know the answer? And I guess there will be illumination once you open up and trust the change that is coming. Because the universe has lots for you to do because you're a superstar. You're not meant to sit here in chains and shackles and not know. I'm seeing, they're showing me someone really stuck in a concrete jungle and the need to have a little bit more nature. Go outside, and if you can leave the city, if you can leave cement walls all around you, just take some you time. And they're saying, especially the nature, the more and more you disconnect yourself from nature, because you are nature, you are a part of nature, so the more and more that you start to focus more on career and money, and that's your focus, it starts to feel cold and isolated, and you're not able to manifest this true gem within, because this one is nurtured. This one is a gift from spirit, and the best to be connected from spirit and to, work with the energies is through nature. Because when you're in nature, it really humbles you to understand that you're so small in the grand scheme of everything, but you're very connected and you're very powerful as well. And then when you can understand that, that's when you go out and create the change that you want to live and see. And so this is the card change. There's the world, and there's the blending or the hiding. But there is this big ball of fire, and this is bringing transformation, which is the illumination. Things just can't be hidden. It can't. That last moon was just too powerful. And so there is a little bit of things that have been coming up and out to be let go of or dealt with and released, because that's what full moons are for. And so we're in the after phase. So right now, drink lots of water, right? Be nice to yourself and stay calm. The star, there keeps showing me pastels, purples, and like beautiful flower watercolor scenes in purples and pinks and fuchsia. That's just growing and growing, and they just keep painting. Why are you painting? They're not quite giving. It's funny because they just kept showing this scene and it was just them painting. I'm like, why are you painting? Like, what is this? What's the purpose? What's this? And they're like, you don't sit down and be like, why am I writing this? Why am I painting this? Just sit back and enjoy it, the flow. I'm seeing right now that someone could really benefit with automatic writing or drawing. And that's just when you find you're in nature or your comfortable space or your you time. Once your hand starts moving, stop trying to control the story that comes out and just write what needs to come out. I'm feeling like emotions need to come out, but that's just the tiny part of it all. That comes out and it's out. It's like, all right, phew, like I don't have to keep that in anymore. But what I'm getting is ideas are gonna come out. You're gonna understand yourself a little bit more because they're bringing me back to this change, this sunflower, realizing you are like all the other sunflowers, you just grow differently. And this will help you with your process, is what they're saying. Anything else, Spirit? They said wrap it up in the story where you put all the cards together. Okay. Where do we start? They start with illumination, they said. If you want any clarity, you will always start with illumination. And what needs to be illuminated? The thing that was suppressed so far deep within you. The one that's like, I need to take this sunflower and cover it up with this chameleon that can blend to any color so that nobody else can see me. But this big ball of fire is heating it up, and it's like, nope. this energy can't stay, because that's not who you are. You are an abundance of sunflowers. Can you imagine if you had 100 sunflowers that all had different seeds, and you plant, like, that's how fast you have to understand that things will snowball and exponentially compound. So then they're saying, once you stop hiding who you are, the universe is going to come in, and all these things from the past that you've had hidden, right? You've just done so much in your past lives that you don't need to do those lessons here. And you might think that you need to learn it here just because you don't think you've learned it, but you've learned it and you've mastered it. It's time to bring these skills forward. It's things that you just naturally, intuitively do, and you're very abundant at it. Why? Because you're the star, right? They showed me this movie and it was so cool, and it was almost like the Big Bang opening credits of the TV show. Like, it was just like woo woo woo, and then we were here, and then we're here, and then we did this, and then this, and this, and this, and it was really cool. And so that's what I see, is like the Big Bang happening, and then just letting things flow and go where it goes. With the automatic writing, they're saying, let whatever creative spark come up and out, and then keep writing and flowing. And even if it doesn't make sense, even if you just write the same scribble over and over, just start scribbling even, and then that might turn into a picture. It might turn into something. That's what they're saying. But it won't 100% of the time if you don't even try. And that's the oppression. If you don't even try 100% of the time, you will fail. If you try, they're going to say more than likely you will succeed. It's just the mind restraints you have to let go of. And you need to learn to start trusting. There's the trust card. So the trust, in connections, they're saying, this person is missing out on the joys of life, the fun things, right? Like, here we have, like, this I feel like we're gonna say is work. This is a work group going out and celebrating. Over here we have like pets, right? They bring unconditional love. Over here we got children. It's just all these things that you really have to strive for those kind of relationships and those things. Dogs are very loyal, but you have to put the time and the effort and the energy, and then they become like super loyal. You know what I'm saying? Come to my house, my dog is so cute. Everybody like wants to pet him, and he's just like, I don't know you, like, we ain't got no bond. And then he does, everyone just wants to touch him, and he's just like, no, like, he'll let us, he says, these are my people, but I don't trust you. So a little bit of Cooper spirit coming out in this card, and it's saying, just keep showing up, just keep trying, and just open, right? There's that blossoming, opening the rose, So from there, we have now, this cup is ecstasy, and there's a little blue butterfly. At the beginning, it started with a moth, and now it is transformed to the butterfly. And so there it is. There's up here. There's the moth. There's the butterfly. Day and night. And is this the card? Yes, it is. With the sunflower. I want to maybe take a picture. I'll put it on the community chat. And I just was like, of course, there's different kinds. Like, how did I not think that this was a thing? But I remember the first time that it grew out, I'm like, this must be like a mutated sunflower. Like, what's wrong with this? And then I'm like, oh no, there's tons that grow that way. And that's the same for you, whichever way you are growing as a sunflower. Now we're going back to that one card, trust. I'm seeing partnerships, right? Like it said, work groups and friends, animals, children, all those kind of things. And I feel like this person doesn't trust to have it almost. But it's saying, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I read somewhere that sunflowers always chase the sun, no matter where it is. It will go for the light. And then when it's cloudy day and there is no light to get from source, then they turn towards each other and support each other that way. Maybe I have to go do a little bit more. I don't know if that's 100% true, but if it is, I really like that. So we'll leave it there. And yeah. So what's the time urgency? The time urgency is just to trust in yourself. Stop trying to fit in and be something that you're not, because you might be very similar, but you're just a little bit more uniqueness to come out. Let the uniqueness to come out and share that with the world. It will be embraced because it is very divinely orchestrated by so many lifetimes. You're guided by spirit through so many lifetimes. So it's almost like, to this point, it's like to have like a block in the road now is like, really? It's not the end though. Like, this block will be mastered this lifetime or next lifetime, but it will be mastered. So I don't know, just, I'm hearing might as well face it now, because this little block of stepping into your uniqueness is, there's so many blessings right after it. So I have, don't deny it, right? You can push it off this lifetime and then have to learn it next lifetime. But the sad part is if you block it this lifetime, you're just going to live in the concrete jungle for the rest. And there's light to be illuminated within you, to be sparked, to share, because your uniqueness, not a single other person can do. And the world really needs it. And that's why you're here. All right. Have a good day. Bye, guys.